their old legacy system, they could. That tells you that there's a disconnect between the competencies and the processes and the workflows they had built up over time and the actual S/4HANA implementation. Now, it's easy to say, well, we don't care about our current state because we want to move to a new technology and we want to adapt to new business processes. That's great. S/4HANA can bring new capabilities to you, but there's probably a lot of things you're doing really well, and there's a reason you're doing some of the things you're doing, even if those processes are imperfect, or even if they're manual processes, or even if they could be improved. You still need to understand what they are so you understand the intent of what it is you need S/4HANA to do for you. For example, when you look at the warehouse management system and how that warehouse system didn't work for the company and they ended up having to abandon SAP's warehouse management module, it was pretty clear that if they knew what the business processes were in their current state and what they expected to maintain and preserve in those current state processes, they would have known, or they should have known, that the SAP warehouse management system wasn't going to work for them. Same with the pricing analysis and the margin analysis that was so important to the company. The fact that they didn't understand that and bake that into the future state tells you that they either didn't understand their current state or they didn't adequately take that into consideration when they're designing a new system. So just because you're designing a new system and you're trying to define a new future state set of business processes doesn't mean you want to throw the baby out with the bathwater and ignore the processes you have today. And as we'll talk about later in this video, without a current state understanding, your change management efforts are going to suffer as well.